What's up, guys? So my name is Mac. This is my first video to YouTube, so if you like it, like below. If you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. And yeah, so as you can see, this towel below is my coming out video. I'm gonna do hopefully a short vlog of this, and it's kind of long. Everybody's story is kind of long, but I thought this would be a great video to kind of get started with, and hopefully grow. I don't know, who knows where this could go, but yeah, so I've kind of always known that I like girls. I've kind of always known that in middle school, in high school, and college. It doesn't change. I wish it would. I wish it would sometimes, because it would be a lot easier, especially if you grew up in a family that I grew up in. Not a family necessarily, but if you have parents that I had. And so in high school, you know, everybody tries to come out, but your parents just say it's a phase, or it's something you're going through, or, you know, whatever the excuse is. And I was like, no, this isn't a phase. Like, it's been happening my whole entire life. This is how I feel. And there were only like 2 people that knew I was gay, and yeah, it was just hard because I grew up in a small town, so everybody knew each other. Like, you either knew their parents, you either knew their grandparents, the uncle, the aunt, you went to church with them, everybody knew everybody. Especially, like, I could walk into McDonald's and I would know at least 5 people in McDonald's. And people from my hometown, if you know what I'm talking about when you say everybody knows everybody, like, they really do. So in high school, you know, I had a couple people that knew I liked girls. I wasn't like super out there, just because I was scared of my own image and what people would say about me, and if they would tell my family or not, because I wasn't super comfortable with my sexuality yet. And so I just kind of kept it a secret, but I feel like a lot of people knew. They just didn't want to say anything. So I was just like, oh, okay, I guess that's how it is. So I moved to college. I started becoming more comfortable with my sexuality because I was further away from home and I was in a new surrounding, so everything felt, you know, normal, I guess you could say, just because I wasn't in the town that I grew up in. So I felt okay to be who I am, and that sucks because you should always be okay with who you are. You should never have to feel insecure, or you should never have to feel like you should hide who you are and what you're doing with your life. So as I grew and as I continued my experience in college, 4th year of college, and that's what I'm in right now. I'm in my 4th year of college. It was actually kind of like last year, so it was like last around Christmas time, I met this girl who I fell completely in love with, and we've been dating ever since, and we're super good. But she's kind of the rock that helped me become more comfortable with my sexuality. She's kind of the person that was like, hey, it's okay, you know, it's okay to hold my hand in public, or it's okay to kiss me in public, it's okay to, you know, she kind of made me feel comfortable with who I am and feel like it was okay. And so after I was dating her for about like 3 months, that's when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come out to my family, because I feel like a lot of them know, but they just don't say anything. And that's how it was. Is I said, I don't even know how to come out to my family. I could call them, I could write them a note, I could email them, you know, mail them a letter. I was like, I have no idea how to come up to my family. So I came up to my family. Let me pull it up on Facebook. And I know it seems kind of like lame, like, why would you do it on social media? Like, that was just the easiest way I knew how to do it. I was scared because I didn't want to, I mean, of course I messaged the closest people in my life a message, because I just didn't want to call and be like, hey, by the way, like, I felt like that'd be super awkward. And so I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I woke up one morning and I was like, alright, let me try to find it. Let's scroll like really fast. I don't use Facebook that much anymore, but that's where all my family was. Like, all my family uses Facebook, and I was like, okay, this is it. This is how I'm gonna do it. So I posted. You can kind of see a little bit of it. I posted this post, and it was I'll read it for you guys. It says, "Dear all, coming out is not the easiest thing, but growing up I've had to hide a part of me. So worried about what other people were going to say about me, or whether or not I would be accepted. Over the past 6 months, I've fallen in love with a woman of my dreams, the girl that I'm currently with. Somebody that I can grow with, share life with, somebody that motivates me to be better every day. My sexuality is something that I've always struggled with. I've never felt like I belonged or normal, but my sexuality doesn't change the person that I am. I have always come to realize I am still me. I have always wondered what people would say or what they would think about me or when I would tell them. Afraid of losing the closest people to me, but I can't hide anymore. I want to be able to be myself and live to the fullest, so here it is. I love you all, and I'm sorry. And I didn't mean to apologize at the end. I just do, because I apologize with everything when I just feel like I'm bothering everybody. That's just the type of person that I am. And then I posted a couple pictures of me and my girlfriend. And so that's kind of how I came out to like my family and friends. I mean, I got good responses. A lot of people commented, you know, super nice things. I wasn't expecting it, honestly, because I was like, my family's very traditional. So I was like, oh my gosh, my family's just gonna like hate me. Like, not hate me, but disown me. And a lot of people were like very kind, like happy for you, miss you, be who you are, no reason to apologize. Like, this breaks my heart that you feel like you have to apologize for the love, like, for who you love. You're an amazing woman, and you deserve all the world and happiness. I'm proud of you. You know, just lots of, like, positivity. Like, I got over 65 comments of, like, love and positivity. And that was just something that, like, I was not expecting. And I remember, like, texting, like, 2 or 3 people before I went out and told my family. I was like, look, I don't know if I should do this or not. I don't know, because it's been a while. And I texted my grandma and my mom and my grandpa and like my dad and stuff, the closest people around me. And you know, my grandma, my aunt, and my grandpa were all super supportive. Like, it was just not the reaction that I was hoping. I mean, my mom and my dad were kind of the two that were on the fence. And that's okay, because, you know, everybody's mom and dad are kind of always like, that's my baby girl, like, you always want a wedding. And, you know, at first my mom was not comfortable with it at all. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. Me and my mom did not have the best relationship when I told her. She was just kind of like, you know, said some hurtful things, and I understood why, and then I didn't understand why, because I was like, this is who I am, I can't change who I am. But overall I was like, it's okay. Like, I just kept getting, thinking positively. And so after time, my mom kind of grew and was like, okay, this is who she is, I gotta accept it or else I can't have a relationship with her. And I mean, we still fight about it sometimes, and we still argue about it sometimes, but that's just how our relationship goes. I've seen a couple videos on YouTube about people's coming out stories, and it breaks my heart, some of them, because I'm like, well, like, that's terrible. I don't, like, some of them have worse stories than I do, and I'm just like, that's terrible. I can never, you know, I can never imagine. But my family, like my aunt texted me like, I already knew Mac, like, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I was like, what the heck, you guys already knew? And she's like, yeah, we could tell, like, we were just waiting for you to be comfortable to tell, like, for me to tell them. And I appreciate that a lot, because I would have much rather be comfortable with who I am and be able to tell them than them just be like, hey, by the way, do you like girls? You know, so I was like, oh, thank goodness. But yeah, that's kind of like a brief video about my coming out story. Kind of short. I don't want to go into too much detail. I mean, you know, everybody was different on how they reacted, but most of it was positivity, and even if there was people that weren't positive towards it, I can't change who I am. It's who I am. It's trust me. Somebody once said to me, trust me, if I could be straight, I would. And that is so true. It's I would not go through all the pain and stuff that I had to go through as a high schooler or a middle schooler, getting picked on, or, you know, you just getting, like, just feeling not welcomed. So I wouldn't change I wouldn't change at all, but I would definitely say to anybody that is watching this, if you don't know how to tell your parents, or you don't know how to, you know, come out to your family, or you're kind of in the same boat, just don't be afraid to be who you are. And I know that's easier said than done, because you're like, well, I live with my parents still, or, you know, I still, you know, I don't know, any situation that you're having a hard time in and you need help, feel free to just comment below. I'm always willing to help anybody out, no matter what. And, you know, there's always somebody that can help you get through it. You're not alone in this, trust me. I sure as heck was not alone when I did it, but I was also ready when I did it. I didn't want to do it too soon when I was in middle school, or too early or too late. Like, I did it at the perfect timing, and that's what I was so blessed about, is I had my girlfriend and a couple friends to help me through it, and I couldn't have been in a better position. So if you guys are having a hard time or whatever, just feel free to comment, like the video, subscribe. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been a good journey, but it's been a rough journey. Life is definitely not easy, but yeah, I don't really know how to end a YouTube video, so I'm gonna say I'm out.